I just want to go over a couple of things here real quick. This is a pipe tap. I call it a tap because just like when you put it into a tap into a keg, you put the hole into the keg and you let the stuff out. Well, this is the tap. This goes into the hole and threads the hole. This is a pipe tap. It's a tapered tap, but it's not a taper tap. Big difference, and I'll show you what that is. You can see now that this block of metal is tightly up against both two of the 4 flutes, and you can see the angle that's created because that's the pipe tap angle that you need for a pipe tap to make it tighten up as it's like almost like a taper in a drill press or a taper in a machine lathe. As you tighten pipe into the female, it keeps getting tighter and tighter because one is cone shaped and gets smaller, the female, and the other one is cone shaped and gets bigger, and that's the male. This is the female for the pipe tap, that same exact size pipe tap. This is a die. This is a pipe die. This fits in a rigid 700 threader, or it can be used by hand with a ratcheting handle. Next we have this, and this looks almost like the same thing, but this is a 6-fluted machine thread tap. It's a blind tap. Now the pipe tap is also a blind tap, but it's for pipe. This is a blind tap for machine threads, straight threads. It's a straight thread. It's up in the front, it's tapered, but it's not a taper tap in any way. It's meant to run right through to the straight threads. Then we have this. This is a gun tap. In industry, it's probably one of the most used taps because it is fast. You can put it in the automated threaders. It has 2 flutes, and it clears the chips out in front of it. The chips actually shoot out in front of it and don't bind at all in the cutter. Very fast, very good. But they can quickly jam when you're doing it by hand and break. They can be a little rough if you're trying to use power equipment on. Some, like if you're in aluminum, these are great with the pneumatic threaders. You can use them in steel, you can use them in other stuff, but it takes a little practice so you don't break. This is a 3-flute blind tap. These are all 1/4-20s. This is what most people use. It's a 4-flute blind tap. These tend to jam. They're good for blind holes though. If you're going into a hole that has a dead end, this is the tap you need. Now this guy though, if you're just putting holes through plate or into a cavity, this is called a taper tap. And these things just run. You put them in something, you drive them in, and that's it. But you have to start here and thread all the way up to about here, because I don't know if you can see this in the. But these all these points, all at the top of these, they're all flattened. There's no point like there is up here when you finish. All this down here is just flattened off. And it's made. These things are made to run though in metal. I don't know how big you can get them. I'd assume you could get them any size, but standardly, I don't know what the standard sizes that they stock are. But this is what I use when I have to drill and tap a lot of holes. I drill and tap with this, and you can easily do 80% thread with this, almost as fast as you can, turn it into steel. This will keep cutting. You do need self-threaded oil for this, but it's definitely a different type of a threading instrument. It's an amazing thing. I just thought I want to clear some of that up, just so nobody gets confused about pipe taper versus machine tap taper taps.